What's up, guys? So we are going to be fix my audio here. What's up, guys? So we are going to be reacting to the HeyGen 2025 keynote. I've already watched a little bit of this, so I'm going to be starting it where I left off. And they're basically introducing this new AI editor. They call it the AI Visual Studio. If you don't know, HeyGen is a AI tool that allows you to create virtual avatars that look very human-like. I've used them before on my Instagram page, AI Alphabet. So I use that on there, and it's very effective. You can basically just create a clone of yourself with 30 seconds of video, and now you can do it with photos. And in this year, 2025, they're introducing a new AI editor that allows people to edit it even more intuitively if you're not a regular video editor, for example, let's say. So let's go ahead and take a look. This is a live stream here. I just paused it, so I'm going to pick up right where I left off. And in this particular part, he's actually demonstrating how to use the new AI editor by creating a video about the keynote itself, which is a little meta. But yeah, let's watch HeyGen's 2025 keynote demonstration of their new editor.
Okay, the script is in. I can now preview the audio, break the script into different scenes, or add some pauses to smooth out the pacing. The way I like to think about scenes in HeyGen is it's just a way to organize your video into smaller sections. It could be a shift in message, a new background or new visuals, a different speaker. Scenes help break your video into clear, manageable parts. But I like the overall structure of this template, so I'm not going to add or remove any scenes, but I will drop in a few pauses to make the delivery feel more natural. Let's add one here and another one here. All right, the script is looking good, thanks to our wonderful team. Now let's bring the script to life with an avatar. So this template starts with Annie, but HeyGen offers a very wide range of public avatars, over 8,000 actually. You can browse, filter, search to find the perfect avatar for your video. Each avatar also comes with multiple looks. Looks are different angles, different settings, different outfits, and I can easily switch between them like this. After finding the right look, you can also adjust the framing from full body to close crop to circular crop. You can find the perfect style for your video. But for this video, we're not using a public avatar. We want our CEO, Joshua, to be the face of the message. He's shared his custom avatar with me, so I can just drop him in right here, like so. And for this scene, I want to use the avatar of Joshua, but I don't want his default background. So let me just remove the background real quick and drop him directly into the layout. Super easy.
More empowering creatively. In this video, you saw how we use Voice Director to give Josh a more energetic delivery.
All right, so it looks like it skipped around a little bit.
Fine-tune emphasis on specific words.
Maybe I paused it for too long, but I thought it was really interesting how they allowed the background remover tool to work, because usually that's a premium feature with like only their highest level plans. So I'm excited to see if the background removal feature is a thing. Then you can basically place your custom avatar in any scene, provided that they're allowing you to use it on the non-highest tier plans. If they're allowing you to use that on like the $30 a month plans, the $40 a month plans, that's going to be a huge game changer.
And we use gesture control to make the avatar's body movements match the moment. So with these new capabilities...
Okay, so they have a gesture control feature now where you can actually control what gestures the avatar is making, which is huge, because sometimes the avatar will be saying something and then their body's either not moving in the right way or it's moving too much in a different emotion than what they're saying. So that's a huge feature too. So I'm excited to see when they're going to release this.
You no longer have to settle for monotone voices or generic out-of-sync movements. And it's still incredibly easy to use.
So you can change the voice too.
You're in the director's seat now, and you have the power to control every part of the video so that it doesn't feel like magic behind a curtain. It should feel like your performance, your message, brought to life with intention and creativity. Video is the most effective way to share information. It's more engaging and memorable than text, image, or audio alone. And our vision is to build a platform that you can use every day to effectively share your stories with customers, your teams, and the world. And now that we've finished creating and customizing the social video of Joshua, we'll process the video. And at the end of today's keynote, Josh will be back to share the final video with all the edits you just saw in action. With that, I'll hand it back to you, Josh.
Thanks for that incredible demo, Leo and Adam. I look forward to seeing and sharing the final video at the end of this keynote. So you just heard our perspective about AI videos, but we believe it's always better to hear it directly from the people who use HeyGen every day, our customers. Let's listen in a few of our customers sharing their own stories and insights about HeyGen. Hey everyone, my name is Joshua Xu. I'm the co-founder and CEO of HeyGen. To guide us through this conversation, we have invited three creative powerhouses who have been pushing the boundary of storytelling with HeyGen. And Mariana, let's start with you. Could you share who you are, what you do, and what sort of key videos project you're working on?
Yeah, first, thanks for the invitation, Joshua. And hi, everybody. My name is Mariana Ferola, and I work in global channel marketing at HP, helping partners to understand, promote, and sell our managed and digital services. And I create content and campaigns that simplify complex ideas, and we enable partners to onboard faster, communicate better, and we drive real results with this content. And well, now we are using HeyGen as part of our tech stack.
Yeah, sure, Joshua. Thanks for having me. My name's Steve Sowery, and I work for Miro. I'm located in the Austin area, and I am the video producer for the educational team. We basically create videos that help our customers learn how to use Miro, and we use various different types of tools to kind of speed up that workflow, and that's why I'm excited to talk to you about HeyGen today.
Great. My name is Margaret Burris, and the reason I'm on this panel and talking to you guys today is because I worked on a project called Reed AI. It was an experiment to make a digital twin of the co-founder of LinkedIn, Reid Hoffman, and that's why I'm here. Prior to that, I've worked on unscripted content as a producer and as an executive for, gosh, too long to count. So very excited to be here today. Thanks for having me.
That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. And maybe the question to Steve first. Could you tell me more about how you're leveraging HeyGen for the educational video production in the process?
Oh man, we've been super excited. To me, HeyGen has been kind of the next step in video production evolution, and I've been so thrilled to be able to use it. I've had a long background of working with video since almost 30 years at this point, and I've seen a lot of different advancements. And HeyGen was the first time in a long time that I've actually gone, oh my God, this is going to completely change how we do things for our production kind of workflow. And how we use it, and you were just curious about how I use it in my workflow. Typically we have some writers on our team. I'm the video producer that does the shooting in our studio, and I also do post-production work along with another team that does post-production work with us. And our normal workflow is that we write our script, we get in the studio, we schedule a day to sit down and knock out a bunch of scripts, and then we distribute that content to our post-production team. When we discovered HeyGen, it changed everything from that part of it, from an aspect of speeding up that production. Being in tech, obviously, things are always moving so fast. And so by the time we shoot a script, and we're in the middle of post-production, inevitably something's going to change on our platform, and we're going to see maybe a button changes, or there's an icon or a logo. And so sometimes in the past, we would have to schedule another studio day and have somebody come back in, shoot that same talent, and pray to God they didn't get a haircut or a sunburn, and try to make it all seamlessly go into it. And now with HeyGen, we've been able to change those scripts right in the middle of post-production, and because the voice is so accurate to what the talent was doing, we can just change whatever they're saying into the words that we need them to say, and without ever having to set foot back in the studio. So it's definitely knocked down days, sometimes weeks of our production schedule.
That's awesome. Yeah, yeah. I mean, with shoot, it's actually always very painful process. And how about you, Mariana? How are you leveraging HeyGen at your workflow today?
So, well, currently, we are creating content that is basically for awareness and communication. And the video is now an important piece of our strategy. And we moved from long form emails to short, dynamic, snackable videos for internal updates, boosting the engagement and the messages retention from our sales teams. And the other piece is that is super important to us, being a global organization, is the localized marketing content. So
Yo, can you guys hear me now?
to produce this type of content, and localization is key for market adoption. So HeyGen has helped us in those key parts of the content creation, but also, just to let you know, as part of the
I had my mic muted because I didn't want the echo, but basically I'm looking forward to the part where they show they play the video back that they created, because they created a video live in the editor. I'm looking forward to the part where they play that. Apparently, you can now add custom gestures in HeyGen. You can now create custom voice emotions. You can't hear me clearly. Can you hear me now? But yeah, apparently you can add custom gestures in HeyGen. You can add custom emotion to the voices, and you can remove the background. If you can do all that on the $30 plan, I'm hoping you can do it on the cheapest plan possible, then it's really going to put HeyGen back on the top of the market, because you have these other cloning tools like Captions AI and what else? Like I know Kling AI, maybe you can do some cloning with that. I know that you can do like the lip sync feature with Kling AI. So if you can do like custom gestures, because sometimes the gestures are out of sync with what the avatars are saying, and you can do custom emotions in the voices, and you can remove the background all in cheapest plan, it's really going to put HeyGen back on the top of the market. So I'm excited for that.
Of the process and the workflow that we created, we are expanding internal to partner content and training, and we are exploring new features from HeyGen, creating new type of assets. So we are expanding the type of asset that we are providing to partners and to internal teams, such as podcasts. So we include, our bill of materials, our BOM, has expanded with the new assets that we are creating with HeyGen. And the other thing that I wanted to mention to you is that since the success that we are having with this type of content, I've been contacted by different areas in the company to ask how we are producing this type of content, and explain other organizations how they can use HeyGen for their own purpose. So it's working really good for us.
And I guess, maybe a question to you, Margaret. Could you tell me more about how are you leveraging HeyGen, for the project today?
For sure. Well, what was interesting is there was a lot of negativity around deep fakes and things like that at the time. This was about a year plus ago. And so the idea was, how could we responsibly make a digital twin of him? And fortunately, HeyGen is a platform now. It's very lifelike. So we were able to create a very lifelike version of him who's quite responsive. And now Reed can be in places he normally wouldn't be. Public speaking at summits that he can't attend because he has conflicts. Speaking in 9 languages that he can't do. And all of that.
Talent that she has, I can barely speak 1 language as it is. We can teach any of our talent to, learn over 175 different languages using HeyGen.
That's crazy.
And with perfect, pronunciation. So at that point, to me, was such a huge game changer that opens up our content to do something that, quite frankly, is impossible. I don't know a single person that knows 175 languages. And so this has opened up that realm of possibility for us to use our content and reach all parts of the globe in their native tongue without subtitles and with their own tone of voice. It doesn't sound like a terrible lip dub. So that to me is why I think this is the complete next evolution of video production.
Awesome. Yeah. And how about you, Margaret? You know, what has been the biggest impact since implementing HeyGen at your project?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone's talked about time, right? It's amazing. I spent so many years producing TV, and we were very siloed in what we did, from developing content to creating the content, putting into production, kind of like what Steve said. It takes a long time. I now wear, it's made me multifaceted, because I can wear a hat of development, script writing with using like Read AI's brain, which is a custom GPT, and then bringing it to life and then editing it. I would say, so that makes it immediate. Like, we will ask for something, somebody will ask for something, PR thing from Read, and we're like, we can use Read AI, and within, you know, an hour we have something edited together that everyone's reviewed that can go out, and that's amazing. It saves Read's time, it saves our time, and I've really learned all the different steps to put things together, edit them. We still use some traditional editing tools here and there, but yeah, it's extraordinary in that. Remarkable.
That's awesome. Yeah. How about you, Mariana?
Well, you know, the main differences and how we are seeing the changes and how we are working with HeyGen, timing, everything, as Margaret and Steve said, of course. But before I mentioned that, I wanted to share some numbers with you. You know, our engagement levels have increased amazingly since we started using HeyGen, and for example,
So basically, that Read AI thing it's basically a twin of Reed, the co-founder of LinkedIn, and that lady that was speaking about it was apparently on his team that has helped create that twin. And this person's the marketing manager of HP. Like, that's huge. So every huge industry is using AI twins right now, and that should really tell you where the direction of media technology is going.
Our weekly internal video series, we did something called Marketing Bites. We see over 50% engagement within the first 24 hours. And we are seeing rising to 60, 70% within a week. So we reduce the production cost by 90% compared to outsourcing similar initiatives. So those numbers are key for us. And added to the speed of production, those are like relevant metrics for the marketing team itself.
Yeah, that's amazing to hear. Yeah, so, and I have one last question about HeyGen. Since this, we're going to prepare a big launch for our new AI studio. And I just want to get a sense from, what is your first impression of the new AI studio, and what gets you most excited about it, and why? Maybe let's start it from Mariana first.
My impression of the new editor, I think that
The editor is the biggest
the
feature.
collaboration and the way that teams can work now is much better. I believe that incorporating the different features that we have from the previous version will create a powerful tool. I think that, the look and feel is much better. I prefer the theme that we have on the new editor. And it's exciting what is coming, because you are introducing new features, that I feel that will be incorporated as the rest of the basic features, like the edition itself, and including text as the script is key, is super important. And I feel that it makes super friendly for the user that is not a pro. And you have many people that is starting to work with these type of platforms that are not editors like Steve. So probably it's much easier for them to start building and creating new videos from this platform.
That's awesome. Yeah, thank you. And how about you, Margaret? What's your first impression about the new AI studio?
Again, I do really like the way it looks, so excellent job there, guys. I also, well, I used it, I've dipped my toe in, and I used it the other day. We do subtitling because we'll have Read AI speak multiple languages, but sometimes people, you know, depending on the audience, we add subtitles, and it was really exciting, very clean, crisp subtitles. So some of those like practical options that have been added make it, you know, make the workflow much more advantageous to me. At least it helps me with my time and my day. So
Got it. Yeah, awesome. And how about you, Steve?
Oh, couldn't agree more on the clean aspect of it. I mean, a lot of people are addicted to the dark mode. I just love that refreshing light mode for me. It was just, it was beautiful to be able to work into, and it just the simplification of being able to, you know, drop in the text you want your avatar to say, and I mean that simplification in itself is so useful for my team because I'm, you know, the video producer on the team, but I can literally have my writer use HeyGen and actually do part of my job, and it's super user friendly for them to do that. And the other
All right, so someone at HeyGen, which is the community education lead, Allison Ortega Toy, just said the new studio is available to all users, which is awesome. But I'm wondering if it's also like all the features in the new studio are available to all users, like the custom gestures, the custom voices, like the attenuation in the voice emotion, the background removal. That stuff would be really cool. And after we listen to these, I'm actually going to go over to these tutorials that they've linked, and I'm going to see which features are available for which user. And if you're just joining us, HeyGen is an AI video cloning tool, and they're really cool. So let's keep watching.
thing I've really been experimenting with is the different tones.
The reason you might want to use this stuff is if you're a YouTuber, if you're a creator, or if you are, you know, creating videos for anybody or for a brand and you just don't want to be on camera. You want to create a character to be on camera. You want the people that you're editing for to not have to do multiple takes. Or if you are cool with being on camera, but you don't want to have to do a million takes, this stuff is really cool for that.
Tones of voice using the different engines. I think, I'm not sure if 11 Labs is the new one or Panda's the new one, but I've been experimenting with those, and just by doing subtle little tweaks to each one of the sliders, I can get my avatar to sound completely different. And it really gives me a way to dial in that tone of voice to match what my talent actually sounds like in real life. And so I've spent countless hours in that platform just kind of tweaking it here and there, getting that line just right to make it sound exactly like them. It's almost my goal is to make sure when people watch my videos, they have to question, is it them or is it...
That's awesome. So basically he's talking about the emotion slider in the voices. George asked how many lifelike AI avatars does this video clone service have to offer. So I think, so with the regular plan, you can have more than one, you can have a lot of different avatars, but you can only do one custom avatar. So let's say I wanted to clone myself, which I've done, I can have one of those. However, that one of me can have up to 300 different looks, as they call it, which is crazy because basically I can create, as long as it's still me and it's just me giving consent to be virtually cloned, I can create me walking in the park. I can even do like walking. I can do walking in the park. I can do one of me in front of a green screen, so I can always change the background, which with this new background change tool, you could probably change it all the time. I can do one of me like in an Airbnb that I shot. I can do one of me with my hair up. So you can have up to 300 different looks for every clone, but you can only have one clone on the $30 or $40 US plan a month, which is really cool though. 300 different looks is like infinite amounts. Now, as for how many actual avatars you can create virtually that aren't just clones of people, I'm not sure about that, but I'm pretty sure you can do a lot. So let's continue watching this, and then we will go over what the new features are. I'm really excited to see if those features are included in the base plan.
Yeah, that's awesome. Sort of I want to switch gears a little bit, want to get a sense about, the broader industry.
Another thing too is if you guys want to see what this looks like in action, after this stream, you can go over to my YouTube channel and you can go over to the shorts, and I used it on the most recent one of my shorts, which You can also follow the Instagram AI Alphabet, but check that out after this stream. Let's continue watching and see what the new stuff is. This guy is the president of Miro, which is a whiteboard company too, or he's on the staff. So a lot of big players in the industry are shifting towards this.
And one thing I've been always like, reflecting myself is that, what has AI changed your priority in the past, 12 to 18 months? I'm curious, like, what you guys think about that question. Steve, you want to kick this off?
Oh man, I'm a fanboy over here on this new AI generated video, and I'm telling you, I felt like I had kind of seen it all up until this point, and then within the last year when we adopted the tool, I have this new invigorated passion for video production because I'm going, this is the next evolution of video production. I'm in shock that, we can have such realistic avatars like this that I've spent countless years trying to master, lighting and cameras and sound and stuff like that. And to see this pop right up and be able to be used so quickly and so convincingly. And as my boss always says, he goes, this is the worst it will ever be. Because every day it's getting better and better and better. And I mean, even in the time I've used HeyGen in the last year, I've seen it improve. And sometimes it's render to render. I go, oh my gosh, it sounds even better and more realistic now. So it's such an exciting time to be on that front wave of this new technology.
Yeah, awesome. How about you, Mariana?
So if you are talking about the industry itself and how AI changed our priorities, I can tell, well, working for HP, HP has prioritized embedding AI across.
There's a lot of wonderful things to do. So I'd say on top of like just use it, but also like give yourself some, whether it's work related or fun related, some sort of project, because then you start messing around with the tools and thinking like, oh, how can I add to this? Should I put some titles in here? Should I do this? It just gives it a little bit of a purpose, but yeah.
So basically, I would recommend to first familiarize with the tool. You have many things to play. And the thing is that sometimes you can get lost if you don't know where you are. So let's play around, get to know what you have, and play with some of the avatars, and start with you, as you did, Margaret. I believe that's super wise, because.
What's up, Gio? How you doing, man? Good to see you. So yeah, if you're just joining us, we're talking about HeyGen. It's a tool that lets you do AI video clones of either yourself, your clients, or any photo or video you can take and make a clone of it, as long as it's a fictional character you have the rights for or somebody you have consent for. I've used it to create clones on my channel. You can look at, after this stream, the short on my channel. That's a video clone of me. And it's really cool because once you create one video clone of yourself, you can create up to 300 different looks of just you or whoever, up to 300 different variations of that character and that person in different settings with different hairstyles, different outfits, different places, walking, sitting, standing, whatever. So this is their 2025 update. You can now add emotions to the voices. You can now add gesture. You can customize the gestures. You can customize the emotions and the voices for different parts, which is huge because these are the limitations. And this is just the worst that it's going to be right now. It's only going to get better and better. They're sitting down here with people on the board from HP, from Miro, and from LinkedIn, and they're all using this digital clone technology to create videos right now. So that just gives you an idea of where this industry is headed. And it's cheap. It's like $30 a month. Now, whether or not those features are available for the $30 a month plan with the new editing of the vocal intonation and the editing of the rest of this, like what the gestures and the background removal, I'm going to find out after we watch this. But I know the 300 different variations of a clone is available on the $30 a month plan.
And it's the best way to see the impact or something that you are doing. But I believe that that's the first thing. And then you can move forward and you can make tweaks and you can have ideas there, but that's the first step for sure.
Well, thank you all so much. Yeah, what stood out to me is that while each of you, your use case is different, you all share a commitment to make communication more engaging, more inclusive, and more impactful. And that's the exact kind of a storytelling we want to enable and amplify at HeyGen. And we are grateful to have customers like you not only using HeyGen, but also helping together shaping how we think about what's possible with video creation. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks again, Margaret, Stephen, and Mariana. Your creativity and success embody everything we strive for at HeyGen. Before we wrap up, we have one more exciting highlight we would love to share. Remember the video that Leo and Adam presented earlier? Let's take a look at the video they put together just now. Hey everyone, Joshua here. Yesterday, we reviewed an entire new way to create with HeyGen. We believe everyone has a story to tell, and creating a video should be as simple as writing a document. That's the core idea behind AI Studio. With script-based editor, you are in full creative control, allowing you to shape not only what is said, but how it's delivered. Voice, emotion, even gestures. It's intuitive, it's fast, and it unlocks a new level of creative freedom for everyone. I'm personally really eager to see what you all come up with using HeyGen. Give it a try and tag us in your creations. We look forward to seeing how your story come to life. So you can expect to see this video up on our social tomorrow. And this is proof that anyone can quickly and easily create engaging.
All right, so that video was all right. I feel like if they put more time into it, they could have done it a little bit better. But now I'm going to take a look at the new AI Studio. Scripting and pronunciation. So yeah, the keynote just ended. I just want to see if they're going to have the new scripting and pronunciation features available for all plans. Actually, the easiest way for me to do it would be to try it. So I can try the new AI Studio here. I want to see if they have the gesture mode available for all plans, which allows them to customize gestures, and the new emotive voice mode, so you can customize the way in which certain parts of the script are delivered. You can like tell the AI how you want them delivered emotionally. Let's see, there's a little interactive walkthrough, so let's go through that. Then we can add an avatar right here. Control which elements appear with your script. Oh, so you can select certain parts of the script, and then let's say we want this part to appear for that. Then we can have that, you know, select that and then tell it that we want that to appear during that time.
Hi there. Welcome to the AI Studio. I'm Annie, your AI guide and avatar. I'll walk you through how everything works, step by step. Let's get started.
Okay, now we can head back to the draft that we had. And let's see here. So I want to go to avatars. I'm going to go to my avatar. So this is one avatar, but I have 300 different looks available. So as you can see, I've created a lot of them. Some of them are clones of each other with just different color grades on them. So let's say I want to use this one. This one's one of my favorites. I definitely think I was looking the best, and I prepared my vocal gestures the best and stuff like that, or my hand gestures the best. Let's line that up right there. And I don't like the way my voice sounds on here too much, because I actually have a different version of my voice that I want to upload to this that I took from my first YouTube video where I was enunciating a lot, and kind of had that video sales letter sound to it. Then what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to do this.
This is how you can create a new video with the AI Visual Studio on HeyGen.
So I'm going to go to pricing and I'm going to see what it includes for the, I want to see what includes what. So right now I'm on this unlimited creator plan. I think they changed this because usually you could create videos up to 5 minutes only. So that's awesome. They just changed it to 30 minutes. So that's a huge update. And then one custom video avatar, which I have, one custom interactive avatar. That's really cool. I don't think they included that before. And then 700 stock video avatars. So earlier, Gio, you were asking about how many video avatars that they have. There's 700 stock video avatars. And then let's see here. I want to see if they allow you to edit the voice and they allow you to edit the gestures on these plans, because these two are the cheapest plans. But this is like per seat per month, so you have to get 2 seats, so this would be really $80 a month. So it doesn't say about this, but if we go to full comparison, maybe it'll tell us. I think it should include, oh, here it is, custom voice emotion. Yes, so the cheapest plan still has that, aside from the free plan, of course. And then I wonder if it says anything about like gestures or something. Okay, let's take a look and see if we can do it. So this is what the normal voice sounds like.
This is how you can create a new video with the AI Visual Studio on HeyGen.
So that's what my normal voice clone sounds like. Now, if I go here, hit voice director and say, to use voice director mode, you'll need to switch to the Panda voice engine. Click below to switch. You can always change back in your voice settings. So it's going to go from 11 labs to the Panda mode. And I actually have a more exciting voice here. I have the, let's see, my voice. If I go to my voices, I think I called it this the one or something. But I just want to compare that to how this new one's going to be. Here it is. It's this the one, and then I have a YouTube video script version of it. So I'll select that, and then I'll select the tone, and I'll select YouTube video 1. So they kind of already had something like this, but it was pre-programmed. You couldn't type in how you wanted it to say it. It's just based off of, I add a voice, I add some custom programming to it. That's it. I can't change it every time. I can't tell it like make it sad this time. If it was already sad, it's already sad. If it was already excited or happy, it would stay that way. So this is what that sounded like. But now you can type and tell it what you want. So this is what this sounded like. This is like a nice educational tutorial voice that I have.
This is how you can create a new video with the AI Visual Studio on HeyGen.
And you'll notice that sounds a lot like my first 2 faceless videos. But now if I go here, I can edit that. So let's switch to the Panda, and then let's do like serious. And then I can also just describe how I want it to be, but it's doing the AI prompting for me. And then there's this thing that says voice mirroring, which is instead of prompting, record your voice and we'll match your delivery. That's crazy. That's awesome. Because basically I can just record myself now and not have to do any vocal processing, not have to worry about bass or treble or noise removal or anything. And then this perfectly crafted voice of myself that I already created it'll just apply to that. But let's go for the serious tone and just describe it with text based off its prompt here. We'll apply it and then let's listen to it.
This is how you can create a new video with the AI Visual Studio on HeyGen.
Okay, that was good. It was definitely serious, but I feel like it's too slow. So let's take out where it says deliberate pauses and clear sentence structures. Fast paced. We'll add that in. And we'll say fast here again. Steady, confident, fast pace. There we go. Now let's apply that and let's see how it sounds.
This is how you can create a new video with the AI Visual Studio on HeyGen.
It's definitely working. So, I mean, it's not perfect, but if you mess around with this, you do a few different takes and you combine the takes in your visual editor, it's definitely going to work. So that's fantastic. I love that. And we have access to that now. Now, what about the gestures? Let's see. How can we do the gestures? Can we only do it in the 16:9? Shouldn't be the case. And we can also select something and go to pronunciation. That's always been a feature though. Let's see. Framing, animate. If we go to framing, circle. That's a nice feature too, but I don't think that's new. Let's see here. Gesture. No, that's not quite it. That's talking about like when you have an avatar with a moving background, which you can already do. That's kind of like what this is, which is pretty cool.
This is how you can create a new video with the AI Visual Studio on HeyGen.
That's awesome though. Now it actually shows you the preview without the mouth moving.
This is how you,
because that's generated after you've already done it. That's badass, man. I love that. Same thing with this, because when you're actually doing this, sometimes you just want to make sure that the gestures are matching up.
This is how you can create a new video with the AI Visual Studio on HeyGen.
Okay, cool. So as you can see, like most of that was okay, but at the end there, when it went like this doesn't match up with what it was saying. That's like not a confident thing. So maybe that's the gesture part. But there might be another one. Maybe you can just like recreate it, regenerate it. Like delete this and then just regenerate it and then see how the gestures come across in that one. Because every time it does it, it's different and it bases it off your original clone. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. Let's see here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually go back. Let's do one more thing. I want to really find out about that gestures thing. So Here it is. Customizing your digital spokesperson. I want to find out about those gestures. I don't know if this is the one though. Here, it'll tell us what we learned here. How to customize it, including poses and backgrounds. Yeah, let's watch that. It's only a minute.
Welcome to HeyGen Academy. Today we're diving into how to switch up avatars inside the HeyGen AI studio. We'll cover 4 things: how to change your avatar, how to switch up their look, how to adjust framing, how to remove the background like a pro. All right, let's jump in. First things first, you'll need to be inside the HeyGen AI studio. Once you're in, click the avatars button up in the toolbar. See those familiar faces at the top? Yep, that's where all your custom avatars live. Want to make a new one? Just hit Create New Avatar. Or you can choose from HeyGen's stock library of over 700 fresh look. Now let's talk framing real quick. Oh, and one last tip. Removing the background of any public avatar is ridiculously easy. Just flip the toggle and boom.
All right, so that wasn't what we're looking for. It's just telling you how to change the avatar itself because different avatars have different gestures. So let's go back here. Let's see if we can remove the background for this. So maybe that's still just a pro feature. Oh, here it is. Background. Can we do it? No, it's not letting us do it. Framing. Normal. Yep. Okay, yeah, that's not working out. So yeah, in order to remove the background, you still have to have one of the highest tier plans, I believe. Let's take a look here. Background. AI background removal. Oh no, I should have it here. Let's see. You can. I wonder why that's not working. Let me try grabbing another one here. Maybe I have to create a new avatar for this to work because before it wouldn't work with these types of avatars. So maybe I have to create another one in order for that to work. I'll have to give that a shot here.
This is how you can create a new video.
All right, that was definitely a cool keynote. I'm excited to see how this technology evolves in the future. Remember, guys, this is the worst the technology is going to be. HP's already using it, LinkedIn's already using it, and Mira's already using it. And this is HeyGen. There's a lot of other services like it. The important thing is that you guys use AI. It doesn't have to be this tool, but just leveraging AI or leveraging tools, freelancers, and just things that make your life easier as a creator, as a business person, as an entrepreneur. Every business is a media business when you think about it. You have to communicate, so you have to learn how to speak. You have to learn how to write. You have to learn how to write in order to convey your ideas better. So all these things, the technologies I'm sharing about, are part of a greater vision, which is just to help people improve their lives, help people want to live a life that they are excited to live. And I think that doing the stuff that you do best and outsourcing and leveraging tools like this to do the rest are the things that are going to really help us live our best lives in the future.